Here is a pair of homologous chromosomes. Can you tell me why we should address these chromosomes as homologs? It's because they contain the same set of genes on the same locus. Or to be precise, they contain the alleles for the same character at the same locus. By now we're familiar with the terms genes and alleles. But one term that was mentioned in the previous video was phenotype. We said that alleles are the variations of genes which help us gain a particular phenotype. So what does phenotype mean? Before moving ahead, tell me one thing. What's this BB called as? Here, BB makes up the genetic makeup of the individual. That means we can say that this person has BB genes or alleles, to be precise, for their eye color. And this genetic makeup is called the individual's genotype. On the other hand, the expression of trait, which is the color of the eyes seen in this individual, is called as the phenotype. So here, if this individual has black-colored eyes, then the set of genes BB is the genotype, while the black color of eyes seen is the phenotype. In simple words, what set of genes we have is the genotype, and what physical characters are seen in us is the phenotype. Now tell me, why does this person have black-colored eyes? Why didn't I say brown eyes? That's simple. Black eye color is dominant over brown. And we know what dominant and recessive genes are. The genes which are always expressed in the individual, even in the heterozygous form, are dominant, while recessive are those which are only expressed in the homozygous form. Now this gets us to one more interesting concept: homozygous and heterozygous. What could this be? Have a look at these three different genotypes. Now here, this and this both sets have the same set of chromosomes. This one has a pair of dominant alleles, while this has a pair of recessive alleles. Such forms are called homozygous forms. That means both the set of genes are either dominant or they are both recessive. What will this type be? That's correct. It's the heterozygous form. One dominant and one recessive gene. So can you help me guess the phenotypes of these individuals? This one has both the dominant alleles. So this person's phenotype will be black-colored eyes. This one has one dominant and one recessive gene. And we know that dominant genes express themselves in heterozygous forms. So here, this individual's phenotype will also be black-colored eye. And lastly, this person is homozygous for the recessive alleles. That means the recessive alleles will be expressed. As a result, this person's phenotype will be blue eye color. This is how alleles help us determine the genotype and the phenotype of the organisms.